Looking to present your pricing plans in a clear and attractive way on your WordPress site? In this video, we are diving into the pricing table block from Nextblocks, perfect for showcasing your products or services with a customizable layout and styles. Whether you are offering multiple tiers, highlighting special deals, or just want a clear comparison, I'll guide you through setting it up. So let's dive in. Before we start, make sure the default WordPress Gutenberg block editor is active on your site. Also make sure both the Nextblock Free and Pro plugin are installed and activated on your site. Step 1. Install both the Nextblock Free and Pro plugin. To do that, go to Plugins, click on Add New. Then in the search bar, search for Nextblocks. This is the plugin. Click on Install Now. Once done, click on Activate. Now to install the Nextblock Pro plugin, go to Nextblock, click on Dashboard. Then from here, go to Upgrade Now. Here we'll see the benefits of upgrading to the Pro plan. Again, click on the Upgrade Now button. Here, choose the plan that fits your need. Once you buy the plugin, you will receive a zip folder with an activation code. Then come back to the site, go to Plugins, click on Add Plugins, go to Upload Plugins, and here, select the zip file. Click on Install Now, then click on Activate Plugin. Now to activate the license, go to Nextblocks, click on Activate Pro, and here you add the license key and click on Activate button. That's it. You have successfully activated the Nextblock Pro plugin. Step 2. Activate the pricing table block. To do that, go to Nextblocks, then Blocks, and search for pricing table. This is the block. Enable it and click on Save Settings. Let's see the settings of pricing table block from Nextblocks. Under the Style tab, you will find 3 predefined styles: Style 1, Style 2, Style 3. Let's stick with Style 1 for now. In the Title area tab, you will have one style selected. Then from the title field, you can adjust the table title. From the subtitle, you can add a subtitle. Then from the icon type section, you can add an icon. For icon, you can add font awesome icon or dash icons. You can add image, or you can add custom SVG as well. So let's continue with none for now. Then from the alignment, you can align the title. From the pricing area tab, you can select a style for the price. You will find 3 predefined styles: Style 1, Style 2, and Style 3. Let's stick with Style 2 for now. In the prefix text, you can add a text before the price. Then in the price amount, you can add the price. In the postfix text, you can add a postfix text for the price. From the alignment, you can align the price. From the previous price tab, you can add a previous price by enabling the display previous price toggle. Again, in the prefix text, you can add a text before the price amount, you can add the price, and you can add a postfix text as well. Let's disable it for now. From the content area, you can add the content of the table. Here you can add content in 2 types: text content and stylish content. Let's see the text content. Here you will find 2 styles: Style 1, Style 2. Then for the content, you have to manually add the content using BR tag to break them in separate lines. If you select the stylish list, here again you will find 2 layouts: Style 1, Style 2. Then you can use these repeater items to add the details of your table. Let's see the options there. You can add description in the list description section. Then from the select icon section, you can add an icon for the list item. From the tooltip toggle, you can add a tooltip to the list item. In the description section, you can add the tooltip content. You can adjust the typography, you can adjust the color. Let's disable it for now. Then from the extra icon toggle, you can add an extra icon to the list item. You can adjust the color for normal and hover states. If you want more items, you can click on the Add Feature button to add more items to your table. From the Read More toggle, you can set how many items you want to show in your table by default. You can set the number over here. Then it will show a button. You can change the text for that button. When the items are open, you can change the button text from here as well. Let's see how it works. Then from the button tab, you can add a button to the table. To do that, enable the show button toggle. Then you can select a predefined style. Here you will find 3 styles. For style 2, you can add an icon as well. From the button text, you can adjust the button text. You can add a link to the button. For style 2, you can add an icon to the button. You can adjust the icon position, icon spacing, icon size. You can adjust the button position. You can align the button. Then from the call to action tab, you can add a text below the button as a call to action, like this. Then from the ribbon tab, you can highlight a plan. To do that, enable the display ribbon toggle. Again, you will find 2 predefined styles, style 1 and style 2. Then from the ribbon text, you can add the text for the ribbon. In the style tab, you will find all the styling options required to customize this block. From the title area, you can adjust the table title typography. You can even add global typography. Then you can adjust the title color for normal and hover states. From the pricing area tab, you can adjust the prefix text typography. You can adjust the prefix color for normal and hover states. You can do the same for pricing, postfix typography. Then from the content area, you can adjust the content typography. You can adjust the icon size. You can adjust the extra icon size. You can adjust the alignment for the text. You can adjust the text color, icon color, extra icon color for normal and hover states. You can adjust border, padding. From the toggle typography section, you can adjust the toggle button typography. You can adjust the toggle color for normal and hover states. From the top indent section, you can adjust the spacing between the items and the button. From the content background, you can adjust the background of the content. You can add border. You can adjust border radius. You can add a background. You can add background color, gradient color, or background image as well. You can adjust box shadow. From the tooltip options tab, you can adjust the tooltip style. From the options tab, you can make the tooltip interactive. If you have any link in the tooltip, you can click those links by enabling this interactive toggle. Then from the position, you can adjust the tooltip position. You can adjust the theme of the tooltip. You can adjust the width. You can adjust the offset position. You can adjust distance. You can add or remove arrows from the tooltip. You can set the trigger to hover or click. Then you can adjust the animation for the tooltip. By enabling the follow cursor toggle, you can make the tooltip follow your mouse cursor. You can adjust the duration in and out for the animation. Then from the button tab, you can adjust the button style. You can adjust the button typography. You can adjust the button color for normal and hover states. You can adjust the button space above and bottom. You can adjust the padding. You can adjust border, border radius, background, box shadow for normal and hover states. If you have enabled the ribbon toggle, only then you will see this ribbon tab. From here, you can adjust the ribbon style. You can adjust the typography. You can adjust the text color. You can adjust background, border radius. Then from the background options, you can adjust the table background. You can adjust padding. You can adjust border, border radius for normal and hover states. You can add different background hover effects. You can adjust background, box shadow for normal and hover states. Then from the extra options toggle, you can add a zoom. You can scale a particular plan if you want to highlight it, like this. From the responsive toggle, you can adjust the scaling for tablet and mobile separately. In the advanced tab, you will find some additional styling options to style the container of this block, which we have covered in a separate video. So that's it for the pricing table block. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, give it a like and do subscribe to the channel for more content like this.